What's up, guys? Welcome to ExZacklyGaming. My name is Zach, and today we are back with more 60 Parsecs. That's right. Now, last time we left off, Megan was hanging out with the robots. Still, I think she's just decided to hang out with them. I'm sure she's fine. Tom is holding down the fort. We don't know where Captain Emmett with. Guessing he went for a jog around the spaceship. But we do have our robo dog here, so pretty stocked up on soup. Got 9 cans. We're only down to 2 people because Megan's hanging out with the robots and definitely not dead in any horrible way, and we're gonna see what's going on with Emmett. I'm glad I finally convinced you to go out for a short walk around the shuttle and stretch a little outside, even if you claim I forced you with my constant whining. It's for your own good, Captain. When you stepped outside, you noticed a small asteroid coming right at you. You tried to run back inside, but it looks like the airlock snapped shut behind you. I need a moment to reopen the doors for you, so you need to figure out a way to deal with the asteroid yourself. Will you dodge out of the way gracefully, or grab the nearest flat and heavy rock to act as a makeshift shield? Well, I think we're going to use, since I'm not that strong, I think I'm just going to try to use my slightly above average flexibility. Let's see if I can craft, I guess a mask, probably could also do a first aid kit, but we'll just keep moving on. Let's see. Day 54, hopefully Emmett's not hurt. Nope, look at that. With an asteroid falling on your head, there's not a lot of time for precision. You tried jumping out of its way, but tripped. Sure, you avoided a direct asteroid hit, but I can see you limping, Captain. It looks like you messed up a tendon or two. That's going to leave nasty bruises that might impair your movement for some time. You're very lucky to still be in one piece, given the velocity of that thing. A direct hit would smear you across the ground like a tomato. Right, and we made the mask. Cool. Now we can start working on a first aid kit. We're not even hurt, though, so that's good. And it looks like we could probably send Tom out to go do a little peeking around. Let's see, where should we send him? Probably to the village. Yeah, let's go to the village, Tom, see if you can grab some stuff for us. I want you to bring just the mask that we just made. Just the mask, Tom. Go live long and prosper, Tom. Well, that's unexpected. Captain, there's cheese in the pantry. At least, I think it's cheese. I don't know how it got there. Did somebody sneak it on board? Is there an infestation of alien mold? Was it the French? Sacre bleu! Desperate times call for desperate measures, Captain. We don't know the origin of the mystery cheese. Will you eat it anyway? Yeah, the Captain's gonna eat the mystery cheese. I think I usually don't, because it makes you sick, but you know what? It's been a while since I played, so maybe I need to pay the stupid tax. Nope, fuck, it fucked me up. I was like, maybe it'll make me smarter or fix something. You decided to eat the strange cheese you found in the pantry. Unfortunately, the cheese wasn't cheese at all. It was an inedible soap product. Oops, you're even hungrier than you were before. You need to be more careful what you put in your mouth, Captain. You did all you could to fix the robotic animal. Your tool selection and technological know-how were limited. If you're set on mending this sad pile of scrap vaguely reminiscent of a dog, you'll have to gather some actual parts from around the planet. My advice is to take a good look at the map and consider what you've already explored. I'm sure the robot parts are easy enough to get a hold of around here, but some locations are certainly more promising than others, such as the graveyard and the museum. Alright, well, shit. Probably should have sent Tom on there, and I guess we're gonna deal with this robot death squad after I eat, though, because I am starved. Alright, let's deal with the robot death squad. I'm picking up a bogey in our area. Wait, there are more robots. Not just any robots, it's the death robot squad. They're still hunting us. Brace yourself, Captain. Yeah, I guess let's use the fucking shrine cow. Let's see how that works. I can't use the gun, apparently. I've already done that. So we're gonna eat, move on to the next day. Perfect. Day 56. Easy peasy. There are a few things quite as scary as a true believer with an artifact in its hands. The attackers clearly shared that fear. They retreated in a hurry. Death robots are gone. Excellent work, Captain. Clearly their program is subpar. Absolutely no match for my system or my processing power, for that matter. Still, they are death robots, so sooner or later they will strike back. Right, Tom, still exploring the outside world. Captain, stop dancing immediately and listen. This is a crisis. You're not a sailor on Broadway, although, I must admit, you improvise beautifully. You've been poisoned. Some kind of psychoactive toxin has found its way into the shuttle. Might have something to do with the airlock being full of you know what. Yes, I know the colors sound pretty, but if we don't do something about it now, you may suffer permanent damage. Yeah, sure, I guess I'll use the damn sock that I didn't want to use, but fine. We'll move on to the next day, having wasted a sock. That was a good day. Day 56 was good, the day we wasted our sock. Oh, it's still good, fuck yeah. When you put the sock on and proceeded to shimmy blissfully for another hour, I thought I'd lost you. Then you smelled the sock, and your face contorted like a communist pamphlet crumpled in a righteous hand. The shock sobered you up instantly. Never will I doubt you again, Captain. I forgot about the fucking red fear. You could use some more rations, Captain. Tom is still out, alright? I could use some more rations, but I'm doing okay. We can make a soup, but we can also... Oh, nope, can't upgrade anything. So I guess we're gonna make a soup. And Tom's gonna bring us soup, so that works out. We have a visitor, Captain, a sentient robot, introducing himself as Charles D12. Is welcoming us to the planet of his people and is asking us for aid. He hurt his arm in a fall and requires assistance. This is some advanced technology, Captain. I'm not sure if we can do much to help poor Charlie here, though perhaps you can improvise a solution. Yeah, I can read the word improvise, guys. Yeah, let's use some duct tape and help Charlie out there. Day 58, all right. You fixed up the wandering robot's arm using some tape. Truly the cornerstone of human invention. Charlie, he said I could call him Charlie, was properly impressed and offered to repay the favor. The robot shared with us some information about local customs. The mechanical denizens of this planet have renounced violence, and Charlie assures us that we are welcome and should feel safe here. As he was leaving, he promised to throw in a good word for us to his compatriots. All right, cool. Well, yeah, hopefully we become friends. I'd love to live here permanently. Like Megan did. Looks like we have a leak, Captain. The sprinkler system went haywire. Now everything's getting wet. You need to do something before our supplies get soaked. Act fast. There's no time to waste. All right, well, I'm a genius, so don't worry. I got this handled. What problem do you have for me next? Nothing? All right, that's good. Hopefully Tom comes back soon. It's been a while. All right, I'm a genius, so I'm sure I'll handle this aptly. Day 59, fucking death robots. Success, Captain. You were smart enough to disable the sprinkler system as soon as the flooding started. That gave you enough time to fix the sprinklers. I'm happy to report that our supplies are safe and the water reserves were not compromised. Tom returned from the nearby robot village. The place isn't big, just a few streets and a few dozen robotic families at most, all of them peaceful. Anyway, Tom's state is a little fragile. He is famished and his mental state is questionable. Tom walked through weird, bad-smelling fumes from some machinery. The mask filters were completely covered up by a black, greasy film. Ew. Tom picked up some shimmering gravel on his way back. Interesting souvenir. The fact that you can find soup out here will never cease to amaze me. Anyway, Tom back rations. Nice, so we got some soup. Tom is pleasantly surprised by this trip. The automatons keep their distance a little, but they're friendly enough. That's good news. All right, I'm starving. Tom is tired for his trip, and we got death robots. So let's make sure Tom gets some food. I get some food. We don't really need to do anything else right now. Can't make anything, so let's just handle the death robots. Stand your ground. Shit, let's use the general intelligence of the crew to see if we can save everybody. And who's gonna go out? Ooh, graveyard. Yeah, we could go out there. And we can't send Megan. She's missing, so that's not good. So let's just go to the next day, because we also can't send Tom. So day 60. I'm sure our genius got rid of him, right? Any conflict can be resolved with cold, calculated logic, you decided. Pulling the reactor emergency venting release was the only logical thing to do. Logically, the attacker was subatomized in a gross kind of way. Good thinking, Captain. Death robots are gone. Excellent work. Clearly, their programming is subpar. Absolutely no match for my system. Nice. Captain, an intoxicated robot wearing nothing but a robe and slippers, has stumbled onto the shuttle. He says his name is Robotsky and claims he was drugged by a visiting band of nihilist aliens who poured coolant on his rug. I don't know what to make of any of this. Lazy robots? Nihilists? Soiled rugs? Maybe you should help the poor guy. He sure isn't going to help himself. What will you give him? Oh, this is like the Big Lebowski? Okay. Yeah, let's give him a lighter. Why not? Give him a light. All right, and let's send Tom out. He looks like he's doing fine. Tom, you're going to the graveyard, you son of a bitch. And you're taking the artifact with you, just in case. Have fun. All right, let's go flip it. All right, day 61. You offered to light Robotsky cigarettes so he could continue dealing with the nihilist aliens who soiled his rug without worry. You didn't ask what he was smoking. Robotsky thanked you for the light. Aggression like this cannot stand, man, he said before wandering off. Tom went to scavenge the graveyard. Spooky. All right, use some more rations. Just a little hungry, nothing big. All right, could make some soup. Can't upgrade anything right now, but I can repair the broken tape. That'd be good. A water recycler's overheating. The overheating itself isn't the problem. The system has safeguards. The problem is we store our minerals under the water recycler. I'm worried that any minerals there, even leftover traces, could melt or boil if exposed to too much heat. That could be hazardous. A manual reset could work, but will be tough. Do you want to retry it? Do you want to retry it? Yeah. You already fucked up once. You want to retry it? No, I'll just try it the first time and nail it, because I'm Captain Emmett. You opted to manually reset the overheating water recycler. The job was harder than you expected. The Astro System patented water recycler guide specifically warns against not releasing any steam jets during such repairs. The steam jets you let loose vaporize some of the exposed minerals stored next to the recycler. You're lucky they didn't vaporize you too. Damn, so we lost 40? Shit. How many did I have? Okay, well at least I had 40 to lose, I guess. I don't have anything else, so... All right. How much soup do I have? Still 9, okay. Captain, there's a huge construct of some kind approaching the shuttle. It's neither animal nor robot. It's made out of moving crystal lattices, like giant walking Crystalsaurus. Ow, that was one hell of a hit. The Crystalsaurus slammed into the shuttle and is currently scraping the hull open with its claws? Butt? I don't know. I think it's trying to extract our minerals. Captain, how will you stop this? I'm gonna blast it, man. It's made out of crystals. Let's make a laser light show out of that motherfucking Crystalsaurus. Come on. Pew pew. I don't know, guys. Damn it, the fucking death robots are back. You fired a warning shot at the Crystalsaurus's feet. It was a grazing hit, but it worked. The Crystalsaurus roared and galloped away. The shot blew off enough stuff from the Crystalsaurus's foot for us to harvest resources. Yay, minerals. All right, and I'm starving. But we got some more minerals back. That's good. Almost as much as we lost. Right, the damn death robots are back. I'm picking up a bogey in our area. Yeah, let's go ahead and fry this bastard. Come on. And we are eating food. Hopefully Tom will be back soon. Day 64. Come on. Yeah, Tom's back. Astro citizens, leg up. Now, Captain, fry those bastards. Good job. Pardon my language, but sending a gigawatt of power through the hull can make an AI say some things. The important part is that the intruders were electrocuted and escaped. The death robots are gone. Excellent work, Captain. Clearing their programming is subpar. All right. You did all you could to fix the robotic animal. Both the tool selection and the technological know-how were limited. All right. My advice: take a good look at the map. We already did that. Tom survived the expedition to the graveyard. He appears a bit weakened, famished, and a bit unnerved. Tom said the place is kind of scary. He kept hugging the artifact close for some comfort. He squeezed it a little too tight. Tom picked up a bunch of small old mechanisms that still had some electrical charge. Tom went swimming in endless piles of junk around the graveyard, but found nothing looking like it would belong on a robotic dog. He was about to give up and return to the ship when something caught his eye. A partially disassembled robot laid against a rock with unfamiliar inscriptions on it. It's clear the robot has been deactivated for years, or maybe centuries. Tom didn't think anyone would mind if he took a few spare parts from here or there. Tom acquired the elements you wanted, but the whole ordeal was just morbid. Please, Astro citizens, have some respect for the deactivated. Who scattered all these cans so far away from Earth? Weird. Anyway, Tom found some soup outside. Hell yeah, 4 cans of soup. The graveyard is a bit unsettling. The robots don't bury their deactivated companions. They just throw them on top of the nearest pile. Tom claims he also saw a heap of old weaponry, rusted to near nothingness. Looks like it's been centuries since the last military conflict here. All right. And I'm a little hungry. Looks like Tom's tired. Can't make anything right now, but we can upgrade most of the things we have, including the expedition system. So I think we do need to boost that. Yeah. We can't boost the crafting module because we need more power, but we can do the... Let's do the expedition system. Why not? Let's feed both parties because Tom's going out tomorrow. Actually, in 2 days. We're receiving a signal from deep space. It seems to be a pulsar, except its pulse isn't like anything I've ever seen before. Pulsars are neutron stars with an extremely fast rotation. They emit beams of EM radiation that can appear to be intelligent in origin, but this one is intelligent in origin. Yeah, let's let Emmett do that. We'll work on that. We got some stuff for the dog, and we're gonna go to the next day. Perfect. Day 65. All right, we're moving along. These guys are doing well. You rushed to decode the Pulsar's message. It was an advertisement. Don't miss ExZack Sports Emporium, voted best on the universe. Free gun giveaways still going on. Turn left off the super strain in 462 parsecs. Meeting this ad may lead to death. You waited, but no guns appeared anywhere. What a lame giveaway. All right. So we're upgrading the expedition module. Still got one more day. Captain, I found something interesting on the surface of the planet. Looks like somebody passed their time by playing a supersized version of tic-tac-toe, but never completed this particular game. The game pieces consist of minerals that we could use. Now, I'm not one for ruining someone else's fun, but I think the winner is clear by looking at the board, so they shouldn't mind if we mess up their O's and X's. Should we take the liberty of gathering those pieces and using them as resources? Yeah. Yeah, we should, and then the expedition module is going to be upgraded the next day, so we can send Tom out to go do even more stuff. Maybe look at the museum for some parts. The dismantling of the supersized tic-tac-toe game project was a success. Great success. Whoever abandoned it was nowhere to be seen, and you return with quite a hefty load of minerals. Hell yeah. Right, looks like we can upgrade other stuff now. Let's upgrade... Let's see. What's he not going to need? How about that? Ooh, oil falls and charging hub. Hazards, grass, but okay, let's go to the museum. Yeah, he needs to go to the museum. Go to the museum, Tom, and take the artifact with you. It's a little busted, but I think we can still take it. Nope, we can't. Then just bring your vest. How about that? Bring your vest, Tom, and go. Okay, I want to hear it. Let's upgrade the... Why not the battery? Atomic battery, yeah. Sir, something is seeping into the shuttle. It looks like a trickle of iron fillings. Could it be nanomachines? Outside the shuttle, a trickle of bright, vital flowers on clean soil lead away into the distance. The nanomachines are pouring in and pooling on the floor, sliding in various directions. This is a high-risk situation, Captain. Shall I continue letting him in? No. Don't let him in. Day 67. I don't know what's happening, but stop letting him in. The flood of nanomachines entering the cabin was becoming a torrent when you gave the command to stop them, so I ran a current through the hull. Oh, I love the smell of ionizing micrometer machinery in the morning. I call that technique bot die. I wonder where they came from and what they wish to do with this crew. If only nanomachines weren't the solution to all of life's mysteries, then I might have recommended a different course of action. Tom left to pay another visit to the local museum. Yeah, I don't know if they were going to turn into somebody or take all our stuff, but I didn't want to risk it. Alright, Captain, I'm glad to say I took care of attaching the parts you collected for our robotic dog in all the right places while you were asleep. Do not take it personally. I've been observing your struggle with this machinery using sausage-like fingers. Some things are meant for robots. If you want to see the robot up and running one day, the next reasonable course of action would be to charge its battery. Unless you wish to give up the project, my offer stalling the robotic dog... Yeah, let's use the atomic battery we got, because I think I just upgraded that bad boy. Hell yeah. Alright, now we got good resources. Can't recycle anything or craft anything, but I've got 10 soup, so I'm doing pretty damn good. Right, we got it powered up. Tom's going out to the museum to check it out. And let's skip to the next day, day 68, man. Alright, let's see, what's going on? Oh shit, you attached the battery to the mecha dog. Some sort of light started blinking, so that's a good sign. You stop staring at it so intently, Captain. That won't happen overnight. The robotic will probably need a few days to charge up fully. Alright, shit, we got this guy back. Pick up a bogey in our area. Wait, there are more robots. Fucking death robots. Yeah, I'm pretty clever. Let's see if we can outsmart him again. Might be the end for old Captain Emmett here. Let's see. Day 69. Nice. Alright, let's see. Oh, nope, we dodged him. Any conflict can be resolved with cold, calculated logic, you decided. Pulling the reactor emergency venting release was the only logical thing to do. Nice. Cleared him out. Well, it's day 69, the dog's charging, Tom's out going to the museum to see if he can find even more parts, I don't know. And I think I'm gonna end that one here for the day, guys. So if you did like this one and you wanna see if this robot dog gets charged, be sure to like, subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And of course, what's up, guys? It's member shout out time. I want to shout out my 1-year member Spinning to Win and my new member See Death Longer. That's right, guys. I've got 2 members. So if you want to join them in the Cool Kids Club and get access to the private Discord, custom emojis, and a shout out at the end of every video, be sure to like, subscribe, become a member in the members tab, and join. I sure do appreciate all the support. Spinning to Win, I know you've been here since the beginning. It's amazing, dude. And See Death Longer, I appreciate all the support you've been giving, guys. You've been leaving great comments. So be sure to keep supporting, guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye.